How's it going? My name's Dustin. You can call me Darth Dusty Buns. That's going to be the name of the channel. So if you found this video, hello and welcome. I'm making this channel because I love Star Wars. I want to talk about Star Wars, and why not? It's a good opportunity to. It's a great time to be a Star Wars fan. We have a lot of content coming out in the form of media, toys, whatever it may be, and I want to talk about that. And more specifically, my purpose with this is I would like to be able to talk about the good of Star Wars. I know there has been a lot of Star Wars content has come out in recent years that people might not ultimately like and might have left a sour taste in their mouth. I understand that. That's completely fine. There are things about Star Wars that I don't necessarily like or aren't necessarily my favorite, but what I would like to do is use this channel to focus on the good of Star Wars. There's tons of good in Star Wars, and I want people to be able to enjoy that. I'm not saying the bad doesn't exist. That's not what I'm saying at all. I will never, not allow negative comments or negative feedback on a channel because my focus is good. Good is good. That sounds redundant, but that's okay. I want people to be able to share their opinions if they disagree. I don't want it to be, oh, Star Wars is perfect and it's rainbows and wonderful, because it's not. There are things that could be better, but I think there's also tons of good that gets diminished and gets forgotten about because the bad gets focused on so much. So we're going to focus on the good. So for me, what kind of also inspired me to do this is to make this channel. As a kid, I loved Star Wars. There's always something that held a very special place in my heart, and I always wanted to be like Luke Skywalker and Anakin Skywalker, pre-order 66, just to be clear. I always wanted to be like them, and I always wanted to rise up and have the hero's journey and to, be able to withstand the trials and difficulties that I faced even as a kid. Granted, they were nowhere near as bad as the difficulties they faced or the trials they faced, but a kid can dream, right? And so that was really big for me. And then over time, I got to high school and thought, I don't like Star Wars. Star Wars sucks. It's for kids, blah, blah, blah. And I really thought I didn't like Star Wars. And came a time years later, I watched Star Wars The Force Awakens. I remember seeing one of the posters for the movie and thought, wow, that actually looks kind of decent. At least a poster. Maybe I'll give it a chance and watch the film. And I remember really liking The Force Awakens. I'm still a big fan of it. So don't at me if you have a problem. I'm just kidding. You can say you don't like it. That's fine. But I really loved The Force Awakens, and I started getting into collecting Star Wars The Black Series figures, which I got a bunch of those on that back shelf over there. And I just went down the wormhole. I got hooked into Star Wars again. So it's been a fun journey. It's been a big journey for me with Star Wars, and it's something that Star Wars is very important in my life, and I'm glad that I fell back in love with it per se. And with that being said, we talked about why I love Star Wars, that I love Star Wars. I really do, if you haven't figured out yet. So with that being said, the channel topics that I will want to focus on here, it could be anything. It could be video games, it could be movies, comics, TV shows, it could be Lego sets, which I do got quite a few of those. It could be figures, it could even be fig pins, which, if you don't know what a fig pin is, I can just show a little picture, video, loop, whatever you want to call it, right there. And so I want to be able to talk about all of those things, because there is a lot of Star Wars content coming out. We have movies coming out within the next handful of years or so. We have TV shows coming out this year. We have a video game, Star Wars Jedi Survivor, that just came out. We have all kinds of content that is coming out across all different forms of media and entertainment, and I think it's good that we talk about them, and I will focus on the good. Now, I don't want people to feel like they can't share negative comments in the comment section or disagree with me, because like I said before, and I'll say it again, people love Star Wars in different ways. People interact with Star Wars in different ways, and I will never make the purpose of this channel to say I'm right, you're wrong, or, well, that's a negative comment, you can't share that here. That's not the point. Come in here, share what you like, share what you dislike. I'm not so worried about, drop a like, drop a follow, subscribe, or whatever. To me, that doesn't care. If somebody comes into the channel, they interact, and they have fun and say, wow, that really made me appreciate Star Wars, or made me look at Star Wars a different way. Or even if it's not that deep, if it's just something simple of, oh, Star Wars is fun, I'm glad somebody shares the same sentiment as me. Perfectly fine. So I don't have any numbers, goals in terms of where I want the channel to be and where I expect to be a month, 3 months, 6 months from now. Maybe I'll figure it out and share that later. But I want people to come in here and have fun, and that's my biggest goal right now. So if people come in and have fun, mission accomplished. I will ultimately start uploading 1 to 2 videos a week. Hopefully, that is the plan. No more than 2. I would like to do quality over quantity. Also, if I was trying to do a video every day, I'd probably get depressed because I'm not very good in filming on an iPhone. But it's okay because my iPhone works better than my camera on my computer. So, hey, step ahead of the game right there. But yeah, the biggest thing I want is have fun. Don't worry about, what I'll think. Shouldn't worry about what other people think too. People love Star Wars in their own ways. Love it the way you love it. And I think that's all there really is. So forgive me if I'm not eloquent in speaking. I'm still figuring out, still learning. But that's okay. It's all part of the journey. But either way, have a great day. I look forward to seeing you guys soon, and may the Force be with you.